Welcome back, Screen Fiend fans. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, Madam Web. Woo! Um, Madam Web is a movie that, if you know or you're familiar with the Madam Web comic, you probably would be a little bit more upset than, say, myself or anybody with a pulse. And I only say that due to these reasons. And the reason I say that is because this film, going in, I'm very rarely connected to the Madam Web comic. You know, it wasn't my, what I would say, choice comic to watch. You know, that was more the women's, the little girls who like Spider-Man type stuff, you know. That was for them. That wasn't really our bag, you know. If it wasn't Spider-Man, we didn't give a damn. So basically, it starts off with a man and woman archaeologist and they're out trying to discover something about a spider, and she discovers the spider. She grabs it, and then she wants to go study it, see what she could learn from it. And the guy's like, no way, I need that spider. It's a double cross. Didn't see this coming, did you? Nah, I probably didn't see it coming, and like every movie I saw it coming. Like, I knew this guy was a shady character because they basically show you in the trailer he's a shady character. So we already knew this was coming. Kind of like when the trailers ruin something for you. Thanks for your sacrifice. You know? That was a free movie, so, you know, it don't really cost me anything but my time. But I'm here to tell you, it was interesting, but I can see a lot of females watching this. I can't see a lot of males going to watch this movie. You have a villain who has the power to extract venom into you and kill you. He has all the powers of Spider-Man, and he just wants to do evil with these powers. Now, here's the thing. There's a whole bunch of spider people living in the Amazon. The lady, they find her, they take her to these waters. She gets bit by a spider. She dies, but the baby lives. And once that happened, the guy's like, when she's ready for some answers, she'll know when to find me. And true to form, when she got older, she ends up coming to find him. Mike Epps is in the movie, which made it even more hilarious since he's been in the news. I'm like, look, Mike Epps got a job. Mike Epps was in the movie for about 10 minutes. And that's probably too much time. He was a fire department, you know, like he was the chief at the fire department. And Dakota Fanning is like supposedly he's somebody important to her. She's, oh, hey! He like, yeah. Oh, his only line in there, yeah, mashing burgers on the grill. Yeah, see, that's how you get the fat out of them. You gotta mash that grease. Yeah, that's why I'm mashing this grease. Getting all the fat out of them. That's where the good stuff is. No, you tell him, baby. Is he mashing the burgers again? Yep. Yeah, gotta get that fat out of him. And that was the highlight of his movie. Next thing you know, he's walking into a building. It's on fire, and they telling him not to. She see him dying, and the next thing you know, she just don't know how she's having these visions. She's having premonitions before they happen. And right as rain, she has a premonition of Mike Epps getting taken out by a truck. I volunteered to drive. He said, "No, I got this, baby. You just had an accident." "No, I got this. You go ahead and do your thing. I'm going to drive. Plus, I think they need you over there." And he drove. And whack! Mike Epps is dead. I hope I ain't spoiling nothing for anybody. So Mike Epps was out already. Now, watching this film is entertaining to me because I never thought they would take it to that extreme. You know, so taking it to that extreme is quite, I would say, courageous. Now, when you want to get serious and start talking about the way they were trying to show how our powers work, you know, her discovering her powers and keeping her in the theme. Some guy named S.J. Carlson did this. I don't even know him. They just dumped this on him. So I don't even know who the hell that is. And I'm like, S.J. Carlson, who did this? And Dakota Fanning, some people are just not made to be superheroes. You know, they're actors for a reason. And, you know, you're supposed to really and should just really stick to those reasons that you're in those positions. It's kind of not a good idea for you to engage in such activities like superhero. You know, you're a drama movie person, and this comes off as a drama. It's like really layered. Like they take the time, and then you're supposed to care about the chemistry between her and her sidekick, because she works at she's an EMT, and you don't, because, and the reason why you don't end up caring, I'm gonna say, I know this mother ain't gonna come follow me, but you don't end up caring because as soon as you start seeing, okay, they got a report, you know, this guy is cracking jokes all the time, he's out of the movie. You know, he's a man, so of course they had him in the back while she's doing all the driving. She's not in the back helping, you know, she's got to be the one in charge, and he's got to be the one that's passive aggressive in the back helping the patient. So all of a sudden there's these three girls, and they're all connected in the spider universe, and they the one end up killing the guy who ends up betraying the mom and taking the spider, and he's the new spider villain. So he keeps seeing himself die every day by these same three women. So, but he doesn't know who they are, and at this time they're not grown adult women, they're teenagers. So he's trying to, it's hard for him to find out what they look like today. So he gets some facial recognition stuff, and he comes up to where he finds out these three girls fit the description. They don't even know how that happened when he doesn't know anything about them, and they were all wearing masks. But the computer software would guess what they would look like today, and just so happened to be in the same city, and, you know, to shorten the scale of the world. And now he's on the hunt to get all three, and it just so happens that all three was going to be on the train. He shows up to go take them out, and she has the vision, and she sees all of this happen before it happens. So Miss Madam Web grabs them up, tired of taking these three strange girls out of the way, And the movie starts where we have a drunk Spider-Man who just seemingly can't beat a woman who can see things with no powers, and he has all these Spider-Man-like abilities. But for some stupid reason, he wants to fight the police instead of doing the job he came there to do, which was to take those 3 girls out. Now, he didn't have to worry about Spider-Woman. He keeps having a vision of those 3 girls taking him out. So, that was that for old Spider-Man. Evil Spider-Man. Oh, well, Blue Beetle is not a bad movie. It just performed badly because everybody was there, but Blue Beetle wasn't a bad movie. I wouldn't say this was a bad movie. It's just something you ain't gonna care about. And T-1, 2, I gave it 2 stars out of 4. I want to say it was better than the Marvels, but it was on the same level as the Marvels, if you want to say that. It's just too much of nothing. It's just like, okay, we see her, she makes this adjustment, and it's like, all right, she's running these 3 girls around town. They keep catching them with facial recognition. He's got some sidekick girl working for him. I guess he got money. And then the Spider-Man guy can go wait for him. He's like, you got him? Where they at? I'm on my way. And he's just Spider-Maning it across the buildings. And no one else seems to concede a guy or nothing. But evil Spider-Man is killing everybody. And I'm like, what universe is this? So there's no Spider-Man except for this evil one. And there's a whole Amazon full of spider people. No, the Marvels is just watchable. Like, you'll watch it one time and say, I'm good. Like, I have not watched it since it's been on Disney Plus. So, that's just where I'm at with the Marvels. So, there was no need to see that. Oh, see the Rambo sisters. The Rambo mama and daughter and them tight. Woof. Monica Rambo. Woof. Them tight pants. Ooh, good Lord. I need to fast forward to those parts. So I'll be watching the Marvels in parts. I ain't got to sit there and endure with no fast forward button. And that's what this kind of needed, was a fast forward button. You was ready for this to end. It's like, can you go to the Amazons and find out who you are already? Can you please do that? Speed this thing up. Because y'all going slow as molasses. The pace is way off. Oh, the pacing was so off. It didn't even make sense. I'm like, okay, well, why are you going this way? That's the part that was getting us. It's like, why are they going in this direction? That don't even make sense. Like, okay, I guess they needed an action scene, so they just had an action scene. Oh, you just had an action scene. Can you please move this along a little bit? Thank you. That's why a lot of people look at this kind of stuff and say, man, they just don't know how to pace a movie anymore. They're trying to show you some people care, there's some type of emotion there. So the guy who cracking all the jokes, she needs him to help her out, but then she doesn't really need a man, so she can do it herself. And I mean, there's a whole island full of these spider people. I'll be like, why don't y'all come help me go get this month? It's a whole island of you bastards. So I didn't have time to go all the way to the Amazons. I had to go all the way to Peru, then fly all the way back. I'm like, did she take a spider plane or whatever? Did they forget she was like wanted in this movie? It's just, there's so many holes in this thing. So I guess she finally, they blatantly put her in like the colors of what she normally wear with her outfit. Like to say, does she normally wear these colors? Oh, let me guess, the red and the blue? How convenient. So, right at the end, they have this, mental fight where she can see everything before it happens. Then she goes into her, I can see now. And Madam Web outfit at the end, seeing the future. That's what she's seeing, but it hadn't happened yet. But this hasn't happened yet. And she fights evil Spider-Man again. So. Yeah. That's how it was, man. That is how it was. It's really bland. And this Spider-Man has to be the dumbest Spider-Man I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he forgets his agenda all through the movie. And it's like, dude, are you drunk? You getting beat by some fireworks? What kind of Spider-Man are you? Boom, fireworks. I'm like, okay. Fireworks hit Spider-Man and knock him unconscious for how long he needs to be laying down? Was he drinking before he started doing this? Is he drunk Spider-Man right now? Because it's not making a lick of sense. How Spider-Man's getting beat by some damn fireworks. 3 girls with no powers. I mean that. 3 girls with no powers. None. Not a lick. And a girl who could see the stuff in the future. So... yeah, I mean, they had to make a movie out of it and let them girls get up the ladders. Like, go, climb, get up there. And I'm like, where the hell is Spider-Man? That was a hell of a blow he took from a firework. That's going to knock him out for a whole 10 minutes? And where's his spidey senses? I guess he didn't get that. Jesus Christ. I'm like, this is the worst Spider-Man I've ever seen, dude. Like, he was the lamest in his voice. Gosh, his voice was terrible. He was like trying to sound like a supervillain. I want to know where they are. I mean, really? You cannot save them. I'm like, did they tell you to talk like this, or do you actually talk like this? This is ridiculous. I swear to God, man, it was pretty bad. Don't forget to join the membership, man. We're gonna update this. We just been getting everybody else, squared away, but with the Patreon and all this stuff. But yeah, the membership's still coming. We got the Book of Clarence in there for the VIPs. We did a live stream on that one, so you might want to check that out. And yeah, that's about it. I give it 2 stars out of 4. Once you watch it, you're pretty much going to be done. But hopefully, thank to God, there is no sequel. This does not need a sequel. Because even the outfits, in her Madam Web outfit, she just looks completely ridiculous. Hell, I probably even spelled Madam Web wrong in the damn title. That's how much I don't care. So, on that note, thank y'all for listening, and hopefully it saves y'all some time and energy going to watch this. Watch it on video, and then you can make up your own mind. I'm out.